So hearing about all of these foundational concepts that Share has, what do you think Share's values are? What is important to Share as an organization?
I think that it's important for Share that people feel welcome as their authentic selves, and that they feel that their voice has value and their own personal experience, you know, that their personal experience has a place here.
Their experience has a place. And in a community, every person has a contribution to make, even if it's just that someone shows up and witnesses others. What are some of Share's other values? Any other thoughts?
I think we honor the dignity of the individual.
Yeah, for sure. What else?
I don't know. I don't know how to phrase it, but that saying, like, it takes a village.
It takes a village. That's right. We're about trying to create this, we're trying to foster this healing community through all of the people that are participating in it and adding something to it.
I think a really big part of what we do and what allows space for others to do and feel as well is the helper therapy, that we're able to use our experience to help others, which leaves an example that they get to use their experience the same. And it's this constant, it can be this constant flow of receiving and learning and teaching, receiving and learning and teaching.
I like that. That's good. Thank you very much. What else is important at Share?
I think one of my favorite ones since I've worked here, and I guess it kind of broadly spreads across all of them. I choose my words carefully of how I put it. Not the ability to fail, no fear of failure is something what I'm getting at. Basically, you can kind of, within reason, it's okay to make mistakes and discuss them and learn from them. And I guess it comes into the nurture thing. One of a good example to me would be someone we made a payment twice to a vendor, and one of my team was able to come to me and go hold our hands up. In fact, it was all of our faults because we all messed up in one way or another. But the ability to go, I think we paid that invoice $750 twice. That gave us time to correct it, get in touch, and actually stop the check being cashed. I've worked in companies where rather than put your hand up and say that, everyone would just let it run under the radar for fear of it being your fault. Now, obviously, if it's a personal thing, you work on that, but the culture of being able to put your hand up and admit to that without fear of reprisal is pretty special. And in this case, it worked out for Share because we didn't double pay the money because that person raised their hand. But I've been in places where things of such is the fear of repercussions from your superiors that I remember one girl at a place I worked in the UK, she got she made a mistake and she edited the document to make it look like the mistake was right. So basically committed fraud and lost her job rather than admit to her manager and peers that she'd made the mistake because everyone was so against each other and pitting for the next part in the company. So it's really quite a unique approach to know that you can have a go. And if you don't get it right, you can try again.
Fantastic.
And I guess seeing as we've all got a second go at life in one way or another, it's kind of fitting.
A second chance.
Well, third or fourth if you're me, but each and every one's there.
Or third or fourth.
And same.
Current chance. Let's face it as that current chance. Hopefully the last
one. I think one of Share's values is the value of inclusion. Really trying to, and maybe this is kind of along the lines of what Billy said. We honor the dignity of the individual, and we try and create a place that can include everybody, even if their behaviors are weird or they're going through something or they have flaws. So I think inclusiveness is a big part of what we work at every day.
I mean,
In lots of
also
different ways.
on that, Libby, I mean, just take Anna and Carolyn starting yesterday. You know, I always send out an email when someone new starts in the building so people know that someone new is in the building, right?
Yeah.
So then I just think it's especially, you know, like a randomer walking around and, you know, 4 or 5 people took the time to say, welcome to Anne, like sincerely, you know, Sarah and Billy did, I think. And, you know, I was sat at her computer with her when she was doing her onboarding, and that first day of work is horrible and you haven't got a clue what's going on and there's 100 forms to fill in and no one's around and you just sat there and like her face lit up when she went into her email and there was 5, oh, how lovely, how lovely, how lovely. Just a simple like welcome, you know, and I heard Tony go and speaking to her. And that's a really unique culture as well, right? It's like, not like I'm the new person, I got to sit in the corner and I'm afraid to ask. And
Yeah.
so definitely the inclusiveness there.